This November is a pressure cooker of revelations, and I think that a lot of intense discord and pinning different agendas up against each other is going to have some things come to light, as we have quite the fixed sign T-square reactivated. If you're excited to dive into what we can expect for this November 2021, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. Hi, I'm Maren. If we haven't met yet, I am a personal astrologer, I am a mediocre TikToker, and I am a poor crypto trader. Nice to meet you. Anyway, I use tropical Western astrology within whole sign houses in the context of Hellenistic astrological techniques. Bada bing. So starting out on the beginning of this month, we have a Scorpio new moon. This is the tone to the beginning of the month. And this new moon is a new beginning in the provocative fixed water sign of Scorpio. So there's a fertile, with new moons, there's a fertile quality to that time. We wake up that day generally and we're like, I want to stay inside and plan this and think through and start something in the days after because we get a hit of inspiration. In Scorpio, it's very emotionally intense and determined. Scorpio is a fixed sign that deals with the still waters run deep dedication to protection and loyalty. Now, opposite Uranus has a quality that I described in the full video that you can watch coming out soon, coming out soon on this new moon if it's not already out, where I see this new moon representing the meme of someone yelling in someone else's face and there's fire coming out and the other person is just staring blank. One person's like, ah, and the other person's like, you're either on the giving end of being calculated to let it rip on this person, this is a calculated new beginning, or you're on the receiving end of getting a huge fucking, dragon flames in your face, where if you need to start something very provocative, very mic drop, and then let the flames behind you go, this is a perfect time. Otherwise, I would lay low and let the new beginning come to you in a way where you're able to bend your knees and ride out the waves. From the 4th to the 5th, the sun will then oppose Uranus, and this is shocking actions on the part of a leader or someone in power. With Scorpio, I do think of people with prominent Scorpio placements. I'm really keeping an eye on Joe Biden during this time. I do talk about him in my full and new moon videos for this month that will be coming out or are out depending on when you're watching this, but I do see that there could be a lot of revelation and focus on urging him to make decisions based on the sun opposing Uranus all over his chart kind of thing, where it's behind the scenes, it's really highlighting a need to get going or reveal something, and Uranus is well, shit, let's blow the top off of this, we're gonna let it rip like this. On the 9th, Mercury is conjoining Mars in Scorpio. This is a day for intense, sharp communication. Mercury communicating travel, Mars difficulty, but in Scorpio, it's penetrative and it's very assertive. Good day on the 9th to make your case and mic drop. That is the quality to the first half of this month, is mic drop, but the mic has fucking flames come out of it, basically. Saying the bare minimum and meaning the absolute maximum. I'm kind of here for it. On the 9th to the 12th, we begin this fixed sign T-square, where Mars in Scorpio will be squaring Saturn in Aquarius. And by the middle of the month, so I'll jump there, 16th to 18th, Mars will oppose Uranus. So we have this T-square of Mars squaring Saturn and opposing Uranus, a T-square where Saturn's in the middle on the fulcrum and there's the T of Mars opposite Uranus, both square Saturn. It is a pressure cooker of Mars square Saturn, gas and brakes at the same time. Mars opposite Uranus, extremely volatile, grinding, sudden energy. Saturn square Uranus is, am I conservative and scared, or do I let it all rip? So it's this T-square of pressing the gas and the brakes at the same time because you're so scared of either being heard or playing safe, and there's very little middle ground. I'm thinking of this is so stupid. I'm thinking of someone who a kid who's this is disgusting. A kid who's learning how to pee. You're either peeing or you're not. There's not a middle ground of at least for girls, there's not a middle ground of you kind of, no, you're either peeing or you're not. So it's the fear of am I doing it? That's what I see here. But with Mars and Uranus and Saturn, it is actions that are either extremely provocative and extremely inflammatory, or holding back and letting that develop internally so that you're literally hemorrhaging because you feel so strongly, but you're too scared to act. Middle between that, 15th, 16th, the sun is squaring Jupiter, which is empowering the ego or inflating the ego. I think middle of the month, month, oof, egos on which side we tend to be on, whether it's poor me, because that's just as egoic as me, like saying that you're the worst, and like poor me, like I suck, is just as egoic as saying that you're the best and like worship me. Like it's just that in disguise in sheep's clothing. But middle of the month, I see huge egoic actions. I'm screaming. This is such a it's been a long day, middle of September, filming last video before I head off to Dubai in a couple days, basically. Anyway, 18th to 19th, Venus in Capricorn will trine Uranus in Taurus. So 18th, 19th is actually a really great day for getting something out there that is like a risk of value, like making an investment that is a bit out of your ordinary. Venus trine Uranus is great for new ways of finding value, taking a new route, finding a new spot to go to, that kind of thing. On the 19th, though, there is a partial lunar eclipse, a full moon in Taurus. This video, I reveal some truths. I definitely have some downloads of putting things together that can make sense on a time frame of like worldly events in this. But this is a reveal on a very disclosure level thing, because eclipses are world events that tend to impact us personally. It's out of sign and it's partial. So watch for the events that are taking place around the 19th that are revelatory, involving values that are made apparent in the world. With Uranus, very shocking, very revelatory. Revelatory is the word for this end of the month. That trickle into whispers for the next year and a half. When the nodes do move into Taurus and Scorpio, we will look back here for the first little beginnings of what will become apparent for the year and a half eclipse cycle. On the 27th, we have a Sun Mercury Cazimi in Sagittarius, a revelatory download of intelligence dealing with Sagittarian freedom, expansion, inspiration. That could be a really nice day. We get a bit of a download collectively on inspiration and philosophy on the 27th. Then we end the month on the 28th to the 30th with Mars and Scorpio trine Neptune and Pisces. We actually end on a very nice month, given that Mars trine Neptune is empowerment for the spiritual warrior. It is dedication for the soldier to pursue the higher goal. We end on a month of alignment based on an inner knowing that we can act appropriately without having to have too much of a plan, as long as we follow the path and our larger intention. So as you can see, it starts out on a very much a mic drop to incite a little bit of violence, if you'd like that kind of note. And then at the end of the month, it is full steam, full disclosure, shit is out in the open kind of energy. So let's pull a tarot card to see what is showing up for Queen of Stalks reverse, which is the Queen of Pentacles reverse. This is a trading view deck. So the Queen of Pentacles is what nurtures you to have security. There is no inverted, what makes you secure is blown the fuck out. Basically, whatever grounds you and makes you feel safe, out the fucking window. It is done. You are not feeling safe this month. You are, okay, we're back. There's no training wheels. The truth is out. Basically, this is just what's happened is you bend down to make yourself feel safe. You pick up the tarot card, your fucking top falls off. Everything is hanging out. That is the tone for this month. So if you have any questions, comments, do let me know down below how this is going to show up for you. Any predictions, what hopes, fears, etc. you feel. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta. What the fuck was that?